Well, hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC coming to you from the man cave. This is, as you obviously can see, is the X-Fly Twin 40 J-65. I have the big brother over there somewhere. And I got this from Amazon, or you can get it from the American distributor, Banana Hobby. I got it through Amazon. I like dealing with them. The wingspan, all the specifics will be in the description of the video, but it has a 40.6 inch wingspan. Flying weight with the recommended batteries, 900 grams. It's got two 40 millimeter EDFs, 12 bladed. It's got a 1413 with a KV 5000 times 2 motors, two 20 amp ESCs. It has thrust reverse. Center of gravity is 170 millimeters from the leading edge. Now, the leading edge means where the wing touched the fuse, because you can't go to the front of the wing, you go by the root where the fuse, because of the jet, the wing is slanted back. You can get 5 to 10 minutes out of this with, say, like a 2600 4S. It's got 3 9-gram servos and 2 4.3-gram servos. I'm probably the 2 or 4 of the elevators. Fixed gear, 4-channel control, intermediate level, and the recommended battery is an 1800 to 2600 milliamp. Says build time 15 minutes, so I'm going to assume there's no gluing involved, because usually if there's gluing, it's going to be 30 minutes or more because of set time for glue. I chose the red one because to me, I think the red looks better, and I'm afraid that the blue and white might, because I have so many plain blue sky days, which are beautiful for flying, but bad for filming. I'm afraid it might bleed out. So I got the red one. I figured it might show up a little bit better. As you can see, everything is packed. And this is a smaller model, so I'm not going to do the downward view. There's not that many parts involved. First, you got your unfolded manual right on top with some Velcro in a Y lead for your ailerons to go through. Let's get the manual open here. Okay. And like I say, you got your Y lead and you got some Velcro for your battery. Everything is nice and protected with all this spongy foam material. Okay, nothing down there in that. In this pocket right here is the landing gear and all your bits and bobs. Okay. All right, you got a number of screws there. 2 millimeter hex screws or drivers, what you're going to need to put the entire thing together. And we get this piece of tape taken care of. Okay, take that there out. Right off the bat is the elevator or horizontal stabilizer. Very nice. Your ball links are already hooked up for you. You see, it's very, very nice. Very nice. Looks like a spaceship by itself. Okay. Oh. Okay. I'll get back here where you can see what I'm doing. Then you got your other piece of foam here. Take that up out of there. Get that out of here. All right, then you got your first wing with the, oh, this is cool. The little winglet here is all hard plastic. This is one of the things that helped with the economy and the fuel economy of the plane. CG is already marked on the wing, which is very handy. Very simple build. It'll be a very simple build. It's got a square wing spar. Okay. The other wing. Again, very nice. Nice leading edge there. And this is all plastic there. Ball links already hooked up for you. And it looks like it's all the way on there too. Yeah. Nice heavy duty aileron or control arm connection. CG mark. And, oh, and that's the other thing. The entire plane is painted. It's not bare white foam, it's painted. That is significant. I tell you, More and more with these models, they're coming out of these companies, they're spoiling us. They are spoiling us. Making some beautiful models. All right, let's make sure there's nothing else. Nothing here, here, or here. Okay. Okay, get that out of the way. All right, simple. 4 bolts gonna plug that in. Got landing gear, front landing gear already installed there. Got your twin 40s right up front there. Okay. Rudder is already hooked up for you. I like that. That really looks good. Really looks good. Okay, got a nice, grab it. That's a hard plastic fin there, antenna fin, so you can get in there and grab your battery hatch. Plenty of room in here. Get that camera to focus up in there. But you've got XT60, and then there you go, that little yellow pigtail, that's your thrust reverse. Okay, then we got your elevator and rudder, and looks like a little 1.5 millimeter drive. We'll undo this so that you can get everything centered. All right, let's go ahead. Get our plane stand here. I mean, simple part. Now, there are no wing spars involved because they're already installed for you. Right off the bat, let's just go ahead, get our elevator hooked up, or horizontal stabilizer. Okay, you see you've got that connection there. You've got 2 hard points and you got screw points that go through, and then this is actually the end of the servo lead hooked in there with a locking mechanism with your, and then you've got your servo lead here ready to be hooked up to it. Okay, now let's move our wings out of the way. Let's get this focused in where you can see what it is that I'm doing. Oh, hush. My transmitter is ready to go, is talking to me. All right. Let's get you focused in here now. Okay. All right. Go ahead, get yourself some ball link pliers just in case we need them. And you're going to need a 2 millimeter and you're going to need a 1.5. Okay. Now the kit does come with both of those wrenches, but I like using my own stuff just because it's easier to use. So go ahead and open up your little baggie. If I could just get I got glue all over my fingers, and if you ever got glue all over your fingers, it's hard for you to feel things. Okay, landing gear. All right, but like I said, there's all your screws that you need, and everything's in the kit that you actually need. Okay. All right, go ahead and take your screws out of your little baggie here. All the screws for this entire model are all the exact same size, which makes it really nice. Okay, now, this is a locking screw, or a locking servo connection. Okay, now, at the very up in there, there's a little diagram that shows you polarity. Hopefully you can see that. All right. It shows you polarity, with the signal wire being closest to the rear of the plane. So that means that I'm going to need to hook the yellow side this way. So I'm going to dip this in there. There's a little lip right there that's going to catch on the underside of this signal wire to the back. Push that in there just like that. And if you felt a little click in there, then fish that wire. This is going to fit all together like a sandwich. Fish that wire back in there. Okay. And then you're going to, well, let me get this where you can see how this connection works. Okay. See how that's going to just kind of fit in there. And you may have to fight with it just a little bit, but There you go. And you can see your holes line up. Okay. Okay, good. All right. That's the key. Now, I had to pretty well smash the top of that to hold that, but it made the other one kind of line up. And I don't have that one completely anchored down, but we're pretty close to it. All right, so I'm going to kind of angle that. I'm going to put my fingers on top here. Angle that down. Now that one's lining up because I'm using that front one as a pivot point. I don't have it all the way down. And now this one's going in no problem. So just be aware of that. This is probably going to be the hardest part of the entire model. Okay. Oh, but that's all that structure is plastic and it just fits in there so tight. Them wires are what's in the way. Okay. Okay. All right. All right, that's in there. And that, yeah, that ain't coming off. Well, that's pretty simple. I mean, it's just, you have to fight with it. And unfortunately now I have a dent. Now that, if I put some steam or maybe a little bit of hot water, that may expand out a little bit, but you're not going to see it when it's flying. All right, so let's turn it over. Okay. Got your 4 holes there. Okay. Take your wing. There is no inactivity. There is no spar per se because you've got this hard plastic doubler and then it's got the square spar right there. You put those together. Okay. All right. Let your wires hang down, but now would be a good time to go ahead and get your Y that they provided. And like I did with those other, you're going to hook these up, minding your polarity. Light to light, dark to dark is always the rule. Light to light, dark to dark. It's got a little click there to it. Because if you don't do it that way, it will not work. Light to light, dark to dark. So everything works out right. Go ahead, take your wing. Your wires go through that hole right there. Let them hang down, see them hanging down. Pull my wing in, let it set down into that saddle. You've got these 2 hard plastic doublers that come with it. The square one goes towards the back, just like that. This one goes up here. It's color coded. Okay, it's only going to fit, should only fit one way. Okay, just like that, just like that. Okay, take your 2mm hex drive. You should have 4 screws. Actually, you're going to get 1 extra, and then you're going to get some free Allen wrenches. Okay, because I like using my own tools. And you got these 4 here. Just drop that down in there like that. Oh, I lost it. Came out of the screw. You start to see a little bit of puckering around that. That's where you stop. Okay. And anytime you got multi-connection points like this, crisscross it. Okay, right there. Then we'll come back over here. A little bit of puckering there, so I know I'm good. Don't go any further than that. Oh, slipped up out of there. All right. There, it's in there. And that wing is now on there. Okay. Oh, well, you know what? Let's leave it upside down because we got to put the gear in. Now, this gear, this is going to be towards the rear. Okay. So what you're going to do, going to hit the wing. You're going to take this angled part here, drop in the hole, and swing it around. So just like that, swing it around, and dump it in. Okay. Just like this, swing it around, and dump it in. It has it kind of, it's meant to be taken on and off. This thing's meant to be belly landed. Okay. All right. Here, let's just like that. Put that just like that. Down there. Let's back up. Maybe. All right. And that, folks, is the basic build. I haven't done anything with the radio, obviously. Just the basic build of the J-65 Twin 40 business jet. Next time you see it, we'll have it out at the field, and we'll go over rates and how I set up with the radio and everything. I'll be putting an AR630 antennaless receiver up front, and we'll get out and get them made for you. But that's the basic unboxing and very basic build. Real simple. I mean, you got 4 screws to hold it in. You pop your landing gear in. Your front gear is already there. The hardest part is just make sure that you get them wires out of the way, and you're going to have to really kind of force this tail down. Get 1 screw in and use it as a pivot point for the next screw, and you'll be good to go. And I can tell you right now, this plane feels like it's really heavy, wanting to tail heavy. So more than likely that battery, 2600, is going to be as far forward as I can get it to CG. So, all right, well, let's get it out in the field and get you made. And God bless y'all. And don't forget, say family and friends, and then really cool small jets. It's actually not all that small. This is going to be great. All right, bye, y'all. God bless y'all. Bye-bye.